SCP-104 is kept at Site-17 in a concrete humanoid cell sunk beneath a 40-meter shaft, a vertical distance meant to keep staff outside her dangerous proximity. 3 meals a day are lowered by dumbwaiter, and her permitted requests remain limited: an Arabic Quran, a prayer rug, and a blank journal with pens. Research on SCP-114 is suspended until further notice. In a multiple containment breach crisis, the source allows elimination rather than recovery.
The anomaly is not an object, but a Pashtun woman of Afghan origin. About 40 years old and 160 centimeters tall, with a 10 to 15 meter conflict radius.
Within 1 to 3 minutes, people near SCP-114 read hostility into trivialities. Arguments arise over little things, then turn violent in every recorded case. The violence has a boundary. Affected people do not direct hostility at SCP-114. Even ordered attacks fail before reaching her body. Communication has only worked at a remove, through written notes or electronic means, because ordinary contact carries the same risk as testing. Researchers conclude that SCP-1114 does not understand. She causes the violence. She seems to believe human beings are naturally hostile to each other.
She is wary, unresponsive, and uncooperative. The source allows only tentative psychological readings, combat stress reaction, or compassion fatigue.
The origin report comes from a former 40th Red Army soldier. On February 1, 1980, his unit took a mountain village after casualties and a destroyed tank. At the end of the street, one large hut stands apart. No grieving elder waits outside it. Instead, trays of food sit before the door like offerings. Inside, the hut is dusty and nearly bare. The soldiers hear soft whimpering and find a little girl, perhaps 8 or 9, curled alone in a corner. Piotyr tries to comfort the girl. When Konstantin touches his shoulder, Piotyr erupts and beats him with a rifle butt until the others pull him away too late. Experiment log 1U4 it begins under distancing protocols. SCP-1U4 is placed in a test room while researchers observe only by remote electronic means. In all F-14A1, 2 subjects ignore SCP-114 at first. After 75 seconds, a cigarette request becomes a shove, then a fight with intent to kill. In 144A2, a plastic screen hides SCP-114 from the subjects. Awareness is not required, the result is comparable, and both subjects are terminated. In 114A3-D1002 rushes SCP-114 with a carving knife, then stops half a meter away and drops it before turning his violence on the room and himself. In 100 Hojing 1I4, a subject ordered to remain still is removed after 4 minutes. His heart rate reaches 210 BPM, with impossible cortisol and adrenaline levels.
In 0114, Timedas A5, an Afghan subject is drugged and ordered to converse normally. SCP-114 holds eye contact, but the subject convulses and dies of cerebral hemorrhage.
Across containment, the village report and the tests, the pattern stays consistent. Proximity creates violence between others, but hostility does not turn toward SCP-114. The final posture is Euclid containment by distance. Research suspended, crisis elimination authorized, and one human presence able to make ordinary proximity operationally lethal.